we are Grand Forks' best source. It's a Dirty Thursday, and it's a salute to women. And, man, we have got a studio full today. Jade Embury, Amanda Monson, Jamie Thorvilson, they are all here. And we're also going to be talking to a couple other people, too. Our show, by the way, today is brought to you by Northwest Tire in Grand Forks, who just happens to be looking to hire some people, especially a tire technician. You know, if you're not afraid to show up for work on time and then, you know, work while you're there, that's what you're supposed to do when you punch in. Might be a good job for you. No prior work experience is necessary. They will train the right people, too. And Northwest Tire, they've got great benefits, PTO, health insurance, 401k, and more. Pay will depend on experience, but stop in a Northwest Tire on Gateway Drive if you want to find out more. Or you can call Chad at 701-780-8473 or apply online at nwtire.com. Speaking of Chad, another procedure or something. He won't be here today. If you have any questions or comments, our number, 701-213-0863. Feel free to call or text if you would like. It's going to be a fun show. I want to talk about a couple of things, but first, let's do our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go, Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. I might get punched for this one. Studies show that a lot of women turn into good drivers. Yeah, studies show a lot of women turn into good drivers. So if you're a good driver, look out for women turning, okay? All right. Why don't you come and sit down for a second here? And I'll ask the women what they thought about that joke in a minute. It didn't seem like it went over too well. Also want to tell you about, before we talk here, 17th Annual Warren Snow Days Vintage Snowmobile Show is this Saturday. Call Daryl at 218-791-5984 if you want to find out more about that. Maybe enter your sled in the show. Great show that they do over there in Warren. 17th Annual Warren Snow Days going on this Saturday. Stop out there and check it out. Right now, we have got Wes Rosinski on in the studio. How are you, man?
Good, how are you?
Put this right up to your face.
All righty.
First timer here?
Yeah, I got more of a face for radio.
You kind of do. That's okay. It takes some of the pressure off me, I guess. Justin Lundeen, let's talk about him a little bit before we get going on this show. Snowmobile racer in Grand Forks here, business owner. Tell us a little bit about him and what happened, Wes.
Justin Lundeen owns Forks Truck and Trailer here in Grand Forks. Hell of a stand-up guy. Help anybody out he could. He been avid snowmobile ice oval racer for years. His mother, his father, himself. And
real snowmobile racing. I love ice racing, by the way.
Detroit Lakes last Saturday, he got his hand tied up in a track full of studs, and it got mangled pretty bad. He got airlifted to Fargo and now to the cities, and so I want to give a shout out to him. He's a hell of a stand-up guy, and
he's already had. I was looking on. There is a GoFundMe.
Yes.
Set up for it. We'll talk about that. But he's already had like 3, 4, 5 surgeries, and he's got more coming.
Yeah, there'll be a lot.
So if somebody wants to help out on this, do you know any information about the GoFundMe page?
I don't. I guess I'm not that tech savvy. But
let's see here. I think if you got on Jennifer Sutherland's Facebook page, I believe, will steer you towards the right donation. Yeah, Jennifer Sutherland, Sutherland. That's where I found out the information today. Yeah, he's got a long road ahead of him.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
Long road of recovery there, and he's a diesel mechanic by trade, owns his own business. You kind of need your hands and arms and every extremity you need for that. So hopefully they can save what they can save, and he can continue on. And
so he's down in the Twin Cities now. Any word on and when maybe they'll start to get him back up this way?
I'm not sure. I know they flew in a specialist or a specialist drove up or whatever to Fargo and did some surgeries on Monday, and then they wanted him down there for some better care and facilities. So hopefully that all
right
works out a little better for
Well, we are thinking about you, Justin Lundeen. Man, I love the ice racing, oval racing, snowmobiles. I think that is so cool, and that's the unfortunate part about this sport that we all love. You know, we're all here for a reason. It's because of racing.
Yeah.
And some people do it on dirt. Some people do it on ice. Some people do it on snow. And it's just the things that happen. And our thoughts and prayers are with Justin Lundeen. And again, check out that GoFundMe page. All right. Let's see here right off the bat. And by the way, thanks for coming in. I'm going to see what you're okay. GoFundMe.com. It's medical/and/care expense. Justin Lundeen. just go to GoFundMe.com.
Type in Justin Lundeen and find
There you go. I think that's right. That was from Alicia, by the way. GoFundMe.com/F/medical and see more. Care expenses for Justin Lundeen. Okay, there you go. And thank you, Alicia. At least one of you guys has got their crap together today.
Well, I sent an email over and got persuaded to get in here, and this isn't really my jam.
I wasn't sure if you were going to call me or if you were going to just swing in, but I'm glad you did.
All right. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate the shout out, and anybody who can help. Justin would help anybody he can, and
Right.
he's kept stuff running around the racetrack. Helped me back when I used to do that.
Sure.
He's also kept a lot of equipment rolling around there, and good guy.
Yeah. Thanks. Now you're all warmed up, so when I do get you in on the show, you'll be good to go, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Broke the ice anyway.
All right. Hey,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Wes. Okay. And now we are going to let Jade come back down, sit down. And Jade and I, we go back a few years. I don't know if you want to you don't have to put the headphones on, but put the microphone right in front of your face. You and I go back a few years. Tell us a little bit about yourself, okay?
All right. Well, so I started racing when I was, I believe, 11 or 12, I want to say, or more. I've been racing with, go-karts. I started buying my own cart. I paid for half when I got my first job. Dad paid for the other half because I couldn't afford it. And then I ended up racing a flathead to start. And I really actually enjoyed it. We didn't know how it was going to go. And then after that, after a couple of years, I'm like, hey, yep, we're going to keep on going. Well, then once the animal motors started coming out, then it's like, it was hard to compete. So luckily I have one of a good sponsor, which is my uncle, Woodman's Candy. In Fargo.
That's your uncle.
Yeah, the one in Fargo, yep. And luckily he came down to watch state that weekend, and he goes, well, why aren't you going faster than anybody else? And I said, well, my motor is, it's not the newest motor. So somebody was selling one, and he went over and paid for it and put it on my trailer and goes, here. And I'm like, okay. And we weren't going to put it on, but then thanks to Jade's crew, when they were racing, they said, no, we're going to put it on right now. So they put it on that day, and away we went.
When you say a flathead, that's the kind of haircut I get, flat top. And I almost was, I felt like you were hitting me there. But now you also, you've been racing go-karts for a long time. You also work at the racetrack.
I do.
And you're part of Lori's Pit Stop Shirt Shack.
Yes, I am.
So you're one of the pretty faces we get to see, especially me when I go over there and go, Jade, I'm cold. And then you always hook me up with a sweatshirt.
Absolutely.
Like one of these, here. So that's why I have like 15 NLRA sweatshirts. And also, you happen to date a race car driver.
I do.
And who might that be?
That is Travis Strandell, the 41T.
All right. How about that?
Yep.
Before we get introduced to the rest of the crew here, let's see. Jack Croker, love you, Wes. Jenny Barnes, hi, Wes. Good job talking. Wesley Smith, Umdahl. Justin helps us in the pits, too. Great guy. Nick Curtis, more than everybody. Tim Schwantz, put your foot into it, Jade. Schwanny. It's about time you made the show, he also added.
That would be my uncle, yeah.
Oh, he's your uncle?
He is my uncle.
I'm finding out all kinds of crap about you today.
Yeah, he is my uncle. It's my mom's sister's husband, so he's my uncle.
Yeah, does he ever talk to you about bull nuts?
No. No, he does
Might be
not.
for another show.
Might be, yeah. Nobody ever does.
I guarantee you, when I mentioned bull nuts, we'll probably get a response out of Schwanny here.
Yeah.
Straight across from me is Jamie Thorvilson. Welcome to the show. How are you today? Oh, yeah, put that thing right in front of your face.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jamie. I am Ryan Thorvilson's little sister. He races go-karts at the track here. I go to UND.
Yeah?
I'm majoring in athletic training.
Oh, okay. Were you a jock growing up?
Mm.
You just like to help jocks?
Well, I played all the sports probably at my high school.
Well, then you were a jock.
Yeah, but like
What sports were you in?
volleyball, basketball. I did a little bit of track.
Oh, did you?
That's about it.
Co-captain of the track team back in my day.
Oh, wow.
That was a long time ago. Long time ago. Ryan Thorvilson, Jade's usually chasing me, Brandon, and Adam.
Yes.
Yes. Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. But you did beat Withy in points.
I did in the senior medium. Yes, I did.
There, okay. Now I got to wait for a reply from Withy. Okay, I'm going to get back to Jamie here. The go-kart thing, are you there every week?
Yeah, I've been there. My brother started when he was like 13 or 14. I was 8 years old, so I've been there every year, every Wednesday, as much as I could. But when sports were in the summer, sometimes I had to miss. But
Yeah?
I try to get there.
Did they ever get you in a cart?
Every once in a while.
Because there's there's like 900 Thorvilsons that race go-karts.
Yeah.
And you're not one of them.
No, I wanted to, but
Okay, how come you didn't?
honestly, that's a question for my dad.
Okay.
I told him that I was gonna get asked that question. I was just gonna blame him. He said I was scared of driving the lawnmower, so I couldn't race. I liked driving the lawnmower. I made pretty pictures, and Ryan can attest to that. I was cutting grass and drawing SpongeBob.
Okay, the big question is, do you still like riding the lawnmower?
Oh yeah.
I have
Those
6
zero
acres.
turns?
I have 6 acres at home with a nice John Deere zero turn.
Is it fast? I can.
It's too fast, actually,
Exactly.
to mow. Yeah?
It'll be fun.
We'll have to get a hold of you maybe after the show. All right, there you go. That's Jamie Thorvilson. To my right, please welcome Amanda Monson, everybody.
Hey, thanks for having me.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Good. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am Ryan Thorvilson's girlfriend. We've been dating almost 4 years.
Thorvilson name just keeps coming up. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm originally from Botno, so I'm not from here.
Oh, okay.
Grew up sort of around racing, but this is a whole new world for me.
How'd you meet him?
So we were actually at a wedding, and I was the bridesmaid, so I was too drunk the night that I actually met him to really remember it. My mom is going to be so proud.
I love this show.
But the next night, my bridesmaid dress was backless, and I have a tattoo on my right shoulder blade that says, "So God made a farmer." And I'm standing in line for a beer, and I hear him say, "Oh, so God made a farmer." And so I turned around, and the rest is history.
Okay, that's the tattoo on your back. So God
Yep.
made a farmer.
Yep.
And how old were you when you got that tattoo?
I was 22, I think.
And did alcohol have a part of that tattoo?
Alcohol did not have a part in that tattoo.
Really?
No, my whole family is farmers.
Yep.
I grew up with beef cattle. My grandpa was a grain farmer. I'm a potato inspector now, so still farming.
Hey, we're giving you a round of applause, by the way, because we love farmers here at Grand Forks Best Source. Timmy Schwann's, that's Jade's aunt, Roxy's Bar and Grill. Over in Wisconsin, the Testicle Festival, first Saturday after Labor Day every year. It's like a national holiday for Schwanny, the Testicle Festival.
Yep, they go every year.
Yeah, one of these times I want to say, hey, bring me back some balls to see if he can do it. You always been around racing, or just kind of now over the last couple of years?
More so the last couple of years, but there is Thunder Mountain Speedway about 5-6 miles from where I grew up, so we spent a lot of weekends there.
Yeah. So do you ever go to the River City Speedway and watch the big cars? Are you kind of a kart girl?
I do it all, and I do help Jade in the shirt shack too. Sometimes,
Okay, you look familiar.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you go watch the big boys race?
All the time.
Yeah?
As much as I can.
Yeah.
But I do not help at the shirt shack. I haven't been asked. Jade.
Well, you've been busy all the times that I've done it.
That's true.
Wow. You ever thought about racing? Getting in a cart?
I've gotten in a cart. I don't like being that close to the ground.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it scare you at all?
It did, yes.
Yeah. And I've said this story before too. I get asked all the time. I can go out and hot lap, but my problem is every time they ask me, I've had about 8 of these. So
I'm guessing that was Mikey that asked you.
Mike, Willie asks me all the time, and he says, go ahead. And I love teasing Mike on the show, even though I think he's a great guy. So one of these times, I'm going to have to jump in that car. I'm just going to have to. I forgot what I was going to say. When it comes to racing, you have been in karts now for how long?
I think we figured out it was like 11 or 12, I believe, somewhere in there.
How long do you plan on doing this?
Until I don't have fun anymore.
Is it still fun every Wednesday?
Yeah.
You ever think about getting in a big car?
I do. I don't have any desire to. Right now, it's car racing in general is just very expensive. And would I like to? Yes, but at this moment in time, it's like I'm happy with my go-kart, and I've put a lot of money to that and also a lot of time. And so I'm just happy where I'm at and be able to race here at home. So
Now, your boyfriend raced go-karts too. He still does occasionally.
yep, he does every once in a while. We have a spare car and he'll hop in the spare car and race in my class with me.
How do you get a spare car? Every once in a while we have a spare car. What do you just happen to
Well-
find one in the ditch on the way to the racetrack, or how's that work?
No, well, what I meant was we actually do have a spare. It's one of my old chassis, and we just put it together. So if anybody, if they wanted to jump in for a night, we could make it to the specs to fit them and be able to do that.
Okay.
It's kind of a backup for me in case something does happen to mine. So we have a backup. So
Now, is Trav usually with you on Wednesdays at the track?
sometimes yes. It depends on what he needs to do for his racing program.
Yep. Now, does it help dating him with his dirt track knowledge, go-kart knowledge? Have you gotten any better since you started dating him, or is he slowing you down? I should have just said that in the first place.
Some pointers are here and there. And it's just, I've taken some pointers here and there. But I mean, I think I progressed just as a driver in itself. He has given me some tips to help with that, and it's become better, and it's changed some of the ways I drive to be able to do better and to be able to hit my marks a lot better.
Okay, now here's the big question. Do you ever give him hints? Like, hey, honey, I noticed when you were going into turn 3 there, do you ever do anything like that? Or is it best not to?
I normally don't. I don't. Like, we'll watch the videos because I usually video him on Friday nights, try to do the heat races and try to do, the feature. And it's nice because he'll explain to me, he's like, oh, I was too tight there, or I was like, I should have loosened up a little bit, or, so I learn a little bit from him, actually, him explaining, because he can actually tell how the car is. Even by video, he can tell and he can remember, so.
Yeah. Do you ever get sick of hearing about racing?
No.
Could you sit and talk about it all day long?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I mean, when you grow up with it, it's kind of just.
Yeah. Is there one type or class of car racing that you stands way up above all others? Do you got a favorite? Are you a kart person? Are you sprint cars, late
I
models,
really like
NASCAR?
sprint cars.
Yeah.
NASCAR's cool, but I like sprint.
Yeah?
And then, yeah.
Who's your favorite sprint car driver?
I don't know.
Answer truthfully, Jamie.
Oh.
Travis Strandell.
You guys can't hear that, can you? There was a long pause there. Do you have a favorite NASCAR driver?
Well, Jimmy Johnson always was mine, and.
Yeah.
Are you still doing crickets?
No, I cut him off. I was waiting. If you would have said Kyle Busch, I probably would have. But
No.
It's funny because I went to the Daytona 500 last year, and you wouldn't believe all the Kyle Busch suck shirts. It was crazy.
Really?
Yeah. And now that he changed over to Richard Childress Racing, and he actually won again, which is, by the way, his 19th year in a row, he has won a race. People are like, okay, I kind of like him now. Come on. Anyway.
Did you get one of those shirts?
No, I didn't. But I was going to say I was one of the people that flipped him off on warm-ups, but okay, I was one of the people that flipped him off during warm-ups.
You have to.
Yeah. How about you? Big fan of racing. Are you, I mean, you'll find me at the racetracks on Wednesday or Friday. Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm there as much as I can be.
Yeah. And do you have a favorite? Do you like a favorite type of car? Do you like dirt or asphalt?
I prefer dirt. Ryan and the dog do watch a lot of NASCAR, but
Okay.
I'm a dirt track gal.
Yeah. I was huge into NASCAR, and then when Dale Earnhardt got killed, I absolutely quit watching it for a couple of years. Slowly kind of got back into it again, but yeah. Anyway, I tell you what, Dirty Thursday, Salute to Women rolls along. We have to take a little bit of a break here. And we'll be right back. I tell you what, we've got Jade Embury, Amanda Monson, Jamie Thorvilson, all on the show. But let's hear something first from Muskox. Hey, if you move snow with a skid steer, you've got to see the muskox difference. A patented back drag feature allows operators to blow snow while back dragging in front of obstructions. You know, garage doors, siding, and fire hydrants. Now, this saves time and money while lowering injury risk by decreasing manual labor. The optional dual auger, called the dually, helps the operator eat through big snowfalls, ice-crusted snow, and blow more snow while back dragging. And the glide plate, it allows you to glide over grass and gravel without ripping up the soft surfaces. Subsequently, create an instant torque of the lower cutting edge to break up snow and ice to better expose hard surfaces. See the muskox difference. Go to muskox.com or Facebook at Muskox Snowblowers or call 218-288-1905. See the difference for yourself. It's the muskox difference. I'd like to give a big shout out to Muskox. Also want to give a big shout out to Valvoline Instant Oil Change, another great sponsor here on Dirty Thursday. Want an oil change in a hurry? This is not a dream when you go to Valvoline Instant Oil Change in Grand Forks. Heck, you can sit in your car while they do the oil change. It's that fast, and you don't even need an appointment. And make sure to get your pit passes to the toughest monster truck tour coming to Grand Forks Saturday, April 22nd at the Alaris, and check out one of these awesome trucks beforehand at Valvoline Instant Oil Change and be watching for some ticket giveaways too. Oil changes and more done so fast that you can get on with your day at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, 3325 South 38th Street, or call 701-780-8462. Make sure to tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All right, we are back on a Dirty Thursday. Salute to women here on Grand Forks Best Source. Jade Embury, Amanda Monson, and Jamie Thorvilson in the studio with us. We've been talking about all kinds of things. We got a couple of texts here I want to mention. Sam Umdahl. Good for you, Jade, keeping your opinions of his driving to yourself. I don't race, and I still tell Zach what he should have done. Chad Thorvilson, has Jade's boyfriend tried karts? We'll wait for an answer there in a minute. And Tim Schwantz, I have some frozen balls in the freezer if you want. I don't know what to say about that, Schwani. Almena, Wisconsin, home of the Testicle Festival, 40 miles from Cedar Lake Speedway. New Richmond, Wisconsin. All right. Frozen balls. What was I saying here? Jade's boyfriend tried karts. Yeah. He races karts now and then.
He races. Yeah, he does race. It's depending on what he needs to do with his race program. But anytime that he can hop in the cart, he definitely does hop in.
Okay, now who the hell is Chad Thorvilson?
That's my father.
Okay, that's your... Again, there are too many Thorvilsons here for this show today, but okay, I figured he would know. Okay. I want to ask you guys, winter racing, your thoughts. Do you do it? Do you go to the winter shows if you can? Do you like doing that stuff?
I've actually never been to one, actually.
Okay.
And it's something that, I would be interested at least going to watch and see. You know, I've just never been to one, but I think it'd be very interesting to go watch at least.
First time I ever raced motorcycles, I was 5, 6, so we call a mini bike. But first time I ever raced was in the winter shows in Crookston. I have got to go see them race, but how come you're not racing with these guys? Is it a completely different setup? Is it a whole different deal, or you're just not really into doing that in the winter?
I'm just not really doing that into the winter, I guess. I want to keep my stuff nice because because when we did the indoor carts, sometimes it can get really bumpy, just because the track's not the way it is at home. But I just opt not to. But my dad would do it, and Witherell would do it. So I go there and help out for the day, and give if they needed any help or just kind of help out. I think Travis did it last year.
Yeah, Travis and Ryan did.
Yep, last year they went into and did the winter carts when they had it there. We did only one day, but yeah, they had fun with it, but we had to switch bodies on the second half because we wrecked the first body.
Oh gosh, what's it cost for a body for a go-kart?
To be honest with you, I really don't know. I haven't had to pay for one in a while.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just as cheap as every other part, right?
Well, my last couple I've won, so from the raffle.
Well, that's
from the
kind of
banquet.
nice.
So in the past couple years, I've won I think 1 or 2 of them, or we've gotten some that people have just sold cheaply because they're getting out of it or something. So I really haven't had to pay for a brand new one in a long time.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Jamie, we got a question for you.
Yeah.
Ask Jamie about the time she spun my cart out. That's from Ryan.
Okay, that's my brother.
Okay. You spun his cart out. Did you do any damage?
No, I almost hit the hay bales, but it's okay. So after the races, you can take the carts out onto the track.
Yep.
And every once in a while, I'll do it, usually on the last weekend. And I can't remember how old I was, but I took it out and I just spun and almost hit the bales. And I think I gave my mom a heart attack. But it's okay.
From what I'm hearing here from Ryan Thorvilson, it must be about $300 for a new body for a go-kart.
That sounds about right. Yeah. I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. How many years would you have to race to earn $300 in a go-kart?
I am not really sure.
Trick question.
Yeah.
I was talking with Donnie Schatz, I think it was 2 years ago, down in the pits at River City Speedway. And we were talking about Forks Karting Association and the go-kart track and everything. And, he was coming up here helping his nieces out racing. And it's funny because Donnie would just kind of show up nonchalantly. You didn't know it. And all of a sudden, hey, God, there's Donnie Schatz watching go-karts in Grand Forks. He said it was the best dirt track as far as go-kart racing goes he's ever seen. He claims it's the best in the country. He says every dirt track, go-kart track, should be modeled after the one in Grand Forks. You race there all the time. What do you think? I mean, they do a pretty good job.
They do. And, there's been a lot of updates within the last couple of years. We've put down a new cement slab for the on and off ramps, put in new fences, and we're
Lighting,
still lighting.
and it's just-
Yeah, it's been really good, especially, our lighting system before. Now when I go out there, I go, how do we survive without this lighting system for this long?
It's one of those things you don't realize how bad it was until you got something good.
Right.
It's like when I first got glasses. I didn't realize how bad my eyesight sucked until I got glasses and went, what the hell? It's funny because Kenny actually called me last night. And because when they had the last, you guys do a lot of raffles. You did 2 last year. But all this money goes into updates and doing new things at the racetrack. So when they had the one this winter, I was in Europe, and all of a sudden I'm like, hey, I don't know if we can do this because he's already talking about July. We've already booked the date for the drawing in July for Forks Karting Association.
Oh, our summer ones that we do. Yep.
Yeah, I think I wrote it in the calendar this morning. I think it's July 6th. A couple of more questions. Let's see here, Samantha Umdahl. Jade, have you or would you hot lap Travis's sprint car? I was going to ask you that. Thank you very much, Sam. Would you ever do it? Again, I've had the opportunity, and I always say no.
I have been offered. He has offered me to do it, and I have told him no.
Why?
I don't know. I don't want to go near it. I'll have work on it. The only thing that I get to drive it is when he pushes the car and pulls it into the trailer, and I'm sitting in the driver's seat to get it in the trailer. That's as far as I get. Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope.
I maybe you're like I am. I'm afraid to death. I'm a firm believer in Murphy's Law. If something's going to go wrong, it will. I'm afraid if I hot lap something, it would be one of those freak of God things where a $2 part broke and put me into the wall. Or, and I give these guys all the credit in the world for even having the balls to ask somebody to go hot lap their stuff. But he's a pretty good, easygoing guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really easygoing. He's offered me numerous times, and I'm into it. No, I will not. I won't hot lap it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Would you, if you had a chance, would you hot lap a sprint car?
I don't know. I think it'd be fun, but I wouldn't be going that fast.
Yeah, well, you don't have to. Yeah,
Turtle
just
speed.
idle around. How about you?
I'd probably drive it through the pits just because you don't have to drive too fast.
Yeah? Gosh, I don't know. Man, that just makes me nervous. Carrie Craigmile, girl power, love mom. Okay, whose mom is that?
That's Travis's mom.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. Now, when it comes to go-kart racing, you guys have been there long enough. You've seen it all. We see this at the dirt tracks with the big boys and girls racing. You ever see people not get along? You ever see any fights? You ever see anybody beat the crap out of anybody? And you don't have to give names. You don't have to say what happened. But because when I look at, let me rephrase this or start over. Racing is a little bit different, but when it comes to kids, parents are a lot different. I've always had the saying that, hockey parents, they all think their kid's going to win the Hobie Baker. Football parents, they all think their kid's going to win the Heisman. You know, it goes on and on and on. And sometimes you wonder, go-kart racing parents, do all of these parents think their kid's going to be the next NASCAR champion, or is he going to be the next World of Outlaw champion? It doesn't always happen that way. And sometimes it's the parents, I think, I mean, let the kids be kids, but does it get ugly down there?
I wouldn't say no fist fights or anything. It's gotten a lot better, but I would say that like every once in a while you'll have some arguing or something like that.
You ever want to tell somebody, just walk up to them and say, just shut up?
Probably shouldn't even be saying this, but I have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get sick of hearing it.
And does it bother you because there's kids around, or because they really have no reason to complain? Or and I'm guessing this doesn't happen very often. No. But and the only reason I ask this is because I see it all the time going to kids' sports, and I just don't know. I haven't been around the go-kart track enough, and when I'm there, I'm usually announcing or something, but I don't see that. But I'm just wondering if it's the same way, because sometimes parents just can't let their kids be kids and figure things out a little bit on their own. And that's, you know, I've seen it where a kid is really good at the sport he's in, whether it be go-kart racing or playing hockey or baseball or whatever. And sometimes the parents ruin it, and the kid just doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. Yeah. It's not going to get to that point, is it?
I hope not. I try to encourage all these kids, and I think that more people should. Let them be kids. Let them learn. Let them find a love for it.
Right. On their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, don't force your kid into something he doesn't want to do. You ever want to go, like, punch Withy in the face or anything because he knocked you out of a corner or anything?
No.
I keep using Withy, and Withy, I'm sorry, but I know you.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there are some frustrations. I mean, I do get frustrated like any other typical driver because it's that competitive side. But I try to just stay in my own pit and like be by myself for a minute to let myself calm down and collect before I do anything, and just think about the reaction. So in that way, there is no controversial.
Yeah. Well, you do race against adults.
I do. I do.
You go up and I'm going to wait for 10 minutes before I go yell at this kid.
Yeah. Normally, our senior medium that we race in, we're actually a pretty good group. We actually get along really well. There are most times where, you know, stuff happens that you can't control, but most of the time we'll come off the track and we're laughing because it's just something that happened that's funny on the track, or we'll be like, we almost got you, you know, we just kind of have fun with it. We don't really pay attention much to points too much.
And you know, parents, I was a hockey guy and of course a racing guy, but I hear parents all the time, well, my kid's not going to play hockey. It costs too much. Way too much money. Go-karts, not every kid's a baseball player. Not every kid's a cat fisherman. But to get into go-kart racing, if you would just show up and talk to people like all of you, there are ins and outs and ways to find out where you can buy used equipment. You can get a kid started. It's a great family deal, but it's not really going to break the bank the first couple of years, is it?
No, it won't break the bank too much. Like I said, when I did mine, we just found somebody that was selling a chassis and a motor at the time, and that's what we did. But we also do have a buy and sell page too as well. And there's a lot of people that if you were to show up in the pits and ask, how do I acquire? How do we test? A lot of people will depending on the kid's age, they'll find a cart and let them test drive it after the races to see if it's something they want to do. And then, you know, a couple nights, maybe 1 or 2 nights to see if it's something they want to do before putting their full effort into the racing. But other than that, it's nice to have people that are interested in it, and we can do that for them to see if they do want to join, you know, our Forks Karting Association. So in that way it grows, and within years we'll have a lot of people, because eventually the ones we have now are going to either, you know, go on to bigger racing or they're at some point they may quit at some point. So we need those kids to come up to keep moving the classes forward. Right.
Now, when you're in the pits, do you find it when maybe it's a kid and his family that have never been to a go-kart track and they're walking around in the pits? You guys, everybody's pretty helpful to these people, aren't they, if they have questions?
It's honestly a great community, and I know, like, my family, if I, like, see someone, even if I know them, I don't know them, I'll say, hey, come over here. We have 3 carts if you want to take them out after the race. And then also, like, the people at the track, if they ever need help, like, I know there's so many people there that will literally step up to the game and help. So it's like a family kind of in a way.
Yeah, it's like, I'll help you all you want, and I'll give you the little hints and little tricks and tips, until you start beating me.
Exactly. If you start beating us, then
Sure. No, that's the way
No
it should
more.
be. Then you can figure it out on your own. Let's see, Ryan. Let's see, Samantha Umdahl Zach's asked me to hot lap his, but I won't. But I thought Jade might be with her racing already. Ryan Thorvilson, I used to be scared of Jade when I first started. She's a wild one for sure. Zach, I raced a go-kart once. I hooked wheels with someone and spun towards the bales. That had me more scared than flipping my sprint car again.
I remember that. I was actually I actually watched that.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, it wasn't. It was very, very, very not good. I remember watching that day.
What is your favorite part about being at the go-kart track?
Yeah, honestly, I just really love the family aspect of it. I mean, we pit right between Brandon and Adam and then Greg Conzi. So we're like one big happy family. And that's honestly by far the best part.
Conzi's a good guy.
He is. He's a hell of a guy.
Yeah. What's your favorite part?
I was gonna say the same thing. We always have like our friends and family come. I invite like some of my friends to come. Our grandparents come. It's just like a really great family event, and we'll have people in the stands that come from our other states like North Carolina and Washington and all that.
Taya came all the way
Taya.
from Norway
Yeah.
to
Wow.
watch a race. She was up visiting and she came.
Yeah.
So
Man, and again, going back to what Donnie Schott said, and you know, the thing is, when you get these smaller tracks like Forks Karting Association, they don't have $1 million advertising budget. It's hard, you know. It's a lot of their advertising is just word of mouth, and you know, social media sure helps. But boy, I tell you what, it helps when you've got the facility that we have, and it just keeps getting better and bigger all the time. But you being a racer, you might have a little different answer than these two ladies did, but what's your favorite part of a Wednesday night?
You know, the racing portion, of course, but it's always looking forward to see as well as how can I do better, like learning from each race itself, how can I do better? And I loved, you know, that's where I met Amanda and Jamie, and that's where, you know, our friendship started. And then I've met a lot of great people through racing that have gone on, you know, to do late models, street stocks, you know, it's just the camaraderie. And if you're in a pinch, and you tell somebody's going to be able to be able to help you to fix what needs to be fixed so you can get back out there. Basically, nobody wants to see anybody sit out. They
Right.
want to see them on that track
Sure.
if possible.
Yeah. You know, it's funny when you mentioned how you met these two ladies at the track. I couldn't imagine how many less friends I would have if it wasn't for being around a racetrack all the time. I've met some of the best friends I've ever had in my life. I've got to meet some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. And it's all at racetracks.
Yep.
Isn't that funny? You know, a bunch of rednecks, all they do is fight and drink. And it's not that way, because every show we do, it doesn't matter if it's go-karts, sprint cars, late models, B-mods, whatever, street stuff. They all talk about family. They all talk about fun. They all talk about the whole atmosphere, the whole experience. Most of the time, it's not about winning the race. No. It's about all the other things. And you know, it's like I tell people, especially when we had the pandemic going on, and my mom was all, anyway. They shouldn't even be doing sports. There's nothing, that has nothing to do with, sports is more than winning and losing. Sports molds a human being. It takes a youngster and makes them into an adult. You learn a lot from sports, and if you've got a good coach, if you've got a good mentor, it's not all about winning. In fact, that's probably about fifth or sixth in line. And people just need to step back. Parents, when your kids are out there kart racing, take a step back. And here's the big thing that I try to push out there. You know, you hear people say they don't make kids like they used to. I've always countered that with, that starts at home. It all starts at home. Let your kid be a kid. If your kid's racing go-karts and he has a bad night, let him be a kid, okay? Let him do it on his own pace. You know, as a parent, if the kid needs to step back for a week or two or a year, because we hear about it, it happens. But let them be a kid. Let them get it going on their own. Sponsors, you have help.
I do. I don't have very much help. I have Woodman's Candy, obviously, in Fargo, my uncle. And then I also do, I have Greg Conzi on my Gateway Sports as well. And then, you know, my dad and Witherell have been great with helping with maintenance and stuff. And obviously Travis as well.
And then, once you stand up just a little bit, because we better give him a little help there. There you go. I wanted to see the Strandell Motorsports shirt on. There, here, let's do a little bit of that.
I make all his apparel, so.
Oh, do you?
I do, yeah.
Where did you get that shirt?
We made it.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
did, yep.
No kidding. Can you make more of those? I'll talk to you.
Yeah, if you show, Jamie, stand up and show him the back of that, actually.
Oh, there's something on the back
There
too.
is,
So you
there
got the 3
is.
carts on the front.
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
So you've got-
Oh, you almost ran out of room.
Yeah, so that's all, Brandon, Adam,
Sure.
Ryan.
Okay. Cool. And you made that one too?
No.
No.
I didn't make that one.
But that one just. What does your shirt say again?
This says Flying Ryan's girlfriend.
Ryan's girlfriend.
And I wore it today because Duso gives me a hard time if I'm not wearing it in the pits.
Oh, did Duso make that shirt for you?
Duso did not, but I am known for this shirt.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually on the phone with Bobby this morning. So, did I miss anything out here?
Not that I believe, no.
Yeah. And, what did you think when she called you and said, "I want you to come on the show with me"?
I was excited because having the 3 people in my family that race
Yep.
go-karts, it's just a different experience because now they're racing together. Where like Adam started, how old was he? Like 5?
Oh,
Is that when you
5.
can start?
At least 5,
He
yeah.
was 5 and he was in his John Deere go-kart that
Yeah.
he got made, and Ryan was in junior 2? And
Junior
then
2.
Brandon was doing Yamahas and like masters, and now they're all in senior medium, and it's been
And this is, I think, their first year, isn't it,
yeah,
altogether?
it was the first
Yeah.
year, and
Yep.
it was amazing. And Adam kicked butt. You hear that, Ryan?
Yeah,
Adam kicked butt.
And now here's the thing: you can go home now to all of these people and to the other 900 Thorvilsons and go,
Yeah.
I was on the show and you haven't been yet.
Yeah.
Oh man, how did it go for you?
Went good.
Good. You guys all seemed a little nervy when you first got here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, but
Yeah,
not
and I
horrible.
know you. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this year. You guys ready to go, or do you got some work to do?
I got some work to do. I haven't touched much yet.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start working on that and getting spare parts ready for the season in case, But before we know it, it's going to be here. And I need to start getting to work and start getting
Sure.
stuff cleaned up for the
Sure.
year
Yep.
before we know it.
How about the Thorvilson clan? Are they ready to go?
Oh, I don't know about Brandon and Adam, but Ryan takes it off out of the shop, takes it off because we put it on the wall of our shop, just like sitting up, and he takes it off like the day before. So
Yeah.
probably has some work to do, but it's not gonna get done right now.
Yeah. Well, we still got time.
Yeah,
we still have
exactly.
time. All right, ladies, you guys, thanks for coming in. Salute to women. It's about time that you guys get your due, right?
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't think of what to say either. Carry on, Trop Gruben. Hi, Jade. Ryan Thorvilson. I haven't touched it.
Sounds about right.
Oh, we could go so far with that one. Tim Schwantz, awesome show as always. John Roberts, best of luck, Jade, next season. Put your foot into it. I need raffle tickets next time. All right, there we go.
Okay.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming in today. And now when I go walk around the racetracks, I know you guys, and I've said that before. That's one of the things I love about this show. I might know somebody by their car, by their helmet, by their race suit, or who they hang around with, but I don't get to know them until they come on this show. And I appreciate that. I can't wait to talk to you guys when we're not in here, and we could have a cold bush latte at the racetrack, right?
Sounds
Thank you
great.
guys again so much. Salute to women on Dirty Thursday. Jade Embury, Amanda Monson, and Jamie Thorvilson, all on the show today. And thanks again for coming in. And our show today brought to you by Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. I tell you what, these guys have been with us since the inception of Dirty Thursday. BT and the whole crew over there at Rumor Sports Bar and Casino, which, by the way, they have got some great specials. Maybe you want to go have lunch. Maybe you want to have dinner. In fact, Thursday's dinner special from 5 to 11 tonight, sandwich inside for only $7. Maybe go watch Minnesota Wild tonight because they've got a late game at 9 o'clock. They're wall-to-wall TVs, the home of the world-famous beer tower. Maybe you want to go bet on the horses or the dogs. You can do it at Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. In fact, I took the bus Sunday night to the Comedian. What a great show. What a great time. So again, thank you to Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. Hey, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock with your morning update. By the way, Amy Nygaard is going to be next week's guest on Dirty Thursday Salute to Women. Can't wait. That's going to be a fun show. Forks Sports Highway is on at 6:30 tonight. It's an awesome show with awesome hosts, too. So make sure you check that show out at 6:30 tonight. And remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. You'll never miss a show that way. We all know the Grand Cities is a pretty groovy place. Grand Forks' best source is giving it an identity again.